So, Rahul, lately I've been hearing a lot about what's called a no code or a low code platforms. You know, on one side, there are large providers like AWS talking about SageMaker Canvas, and then there's Salesforce launching all of its new cloud solutions on Lightning platform. It's also interesting to see a lot of large organizations talking about the benefits they have realized by using low code platforms. Aviva, for example, used Appian for building a single large platform for its call center operations, and it apparently accelerated its response time by 9x. Now, those are huge savings, right? But as we speak to the market, we realize there still exists a lot of apprehension as well as doubts about, the low-code platform and the applicability of it. Um, Rahul, you have been tracking this market closely for some time. Why don't you first talk about what exactly is low-code and what makes a platform a low-code platform?
Yeah, oh yes, definitely, Alicia. You are spot on. So let me just talk about it. We started seeing adoption of these low-code platforms from the year around 2015, 16, and recently that has been accelerated owing to the prevalent pandemic situation, right? So what this pandemic has done, it has mandated all the enterprises to undergo rapid digital transformation. And if you add to that the rising cost pressure and the increasing talent churn that the industry is witnessing right now, that has a pretty bad impact on the company's bottom line, right? So how we see low code is as a lever to mitigate these enterprise challenges. It helps your developers develop applications quickly, and how they do it is by leveraging the model driven development architecture, where your developers can simply use more simplified abstractions of pre-built components with built-in automation and drag and drop interface, right? So let me just pull up a slide to explain you better about the building blocks. As you can see, a low-code platform comes with five basic building blocks, right? There is this application builder, which is very similar to the IDE that developers use. There is this process and business logic automation layer, data management and integration layer, analytics and AI, and ultimately reporting and visualization, right? So this is again very similar to the conventional way of application development, just that since we have abstracted it to a level higher, it becomes much easier and much faster for enterprises or for your developers to build and deliver applications.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that, Rahul. I think this was a comprehensive yet a simple view of what makes a low-code platform, what are the components of it. Now, the next obvious question that arises, and you touched upon use cases. Where do you see the adoption happening? What are those use cases where enterprises are more enthusiastic about low code as a solution?
I have something to show you on this as well. So as part of our recent research, what we have done is we have analyzed more than 150 plus real life use cases of low code from different industries. And if when we try to logically categorize all of these use cases, we came up with these four different categories. And as you can see, use cases pertaining to operational efficiency or enhancing the stakeholder experience has the highest adoption when it comes to enterprise adoption, right? The rest of the use cases are equally split between cost optimization and productivity improvement. Now, we again went ahead and talked to multiple platform vendors in order to understand the overall ecosystem better and try to identify who delivers which use case in a better form, right? So I can give you an example. Like I was recently reading an article, and I came to know that Continental has garnered an additional revenue of around 12 million US dollar, and they have also achieved a resource saving of around 30% by using the Mendix platform. These are substantial numbers, right? And this is just one example, and there is no end to it. So we have actually covered a lot of examples in our report, and the space is also evolving. So we are keeping a close eye on this, and yeah, let's see how it evolves further.
Yeah, absolutely. And those are some great insights you shared, Rahul. And as you mentioned, some of the upcoming reports from Everest Group talks more about these market trends in detail. Also, since you're doing a focused peak matrix assessment on low-code platform, let's connect once again to deep dive into the capabilities of these platform providers and how they stack against each other.
Yeah, absolutely, Alicia. Looking forward to it.